My name is Jeff Summerfield, and I think I'm being interviewed for my life experience. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So, anyway, here we go. When I was in high school, back in the old days, we could get out of school for 4 hours out of the day by going to Votech. And the Votech that I went to had horticulture. Horticulture's fun. It was different. And it got me out of school for 4 hours. So I graduated from there, and I enjoyed that a lot. And here I am. Yes, all of my jobs have been in Minnesota. My wife's job took us to North Carolina, and we were there for 9 months. And I ended up working as the irrigation department at North Carolina State University. Wonderful job. Fun as hell, but it was North Carolina. And as soon as we got the offer, it came back. It's like, when? I fell into the horticulture stuff and landscaping, and right in the mid-'80s, I realized that putting in sprinkler systems was so much easier. And the money was better, too.
So you just kept doing that afterwards?
Yep. Yep, and landscaping on the side, evenings and weekends, that sort of thing. And then we moved back to Rochester, and I got a job with a construction company that I've been working for 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's even better because I just drive a big truck with air conditioning and stereo and automatic transmission. And I seem to get a lot of jobs where I have to redo what somebody else did. You walk, well, the best example would be my neighbor's house. The homeowner did all of this landscaping, and it was all wrong. I had to take it all apart, put it back together. It took 2 summers, but now it's gorgeous. It was just people think that if you have a pickup and a shovel, you're a landscaper, and they find out the hard way that, oh, how come the retaining wall is leaning in? Well, because you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, I would say that it's taking things apart and putting them back together if they'd done it right the first time. When I was a kid, that's when they all changed from black and white to color. Mid-'60s. Back then, a color television would cost you $400, which I don't know how much would be in today's dollar.
1960s, probably a couple thousand.
And that was not a flat screen LED. These were you've seen them, the great big cases, just
Tube
TVs with a stereo on this side and a record player on that side, and they were 8 feet long. They were it's pretty funny to look at them. Every now and then you see somebody with one out on the curb. Back in the old days, this was right around 1980, there was a TV show on called PM Magazine up in the cities. Half-hour show about what's going on around town. And we did a satirical takeoff on that, which included alien spaceship landing sites, fictitious subway tunnels that were never finished, some really silly-ass commercials. And that's about it as far as that goes. I'll give you guys a copy. You can watch it.
Is that what you were showing
Yes,
us earlier?
you can see how bad video was back then. Nope, there's a cable show that we did. I think we did a half-hour every month, interview kind of thing, a little bit of adventure with local outdoorsy folks. So it's fun. It's fun. People are there to have fun, and it works.
I think we're good.
All right. Oh gosh, I've probably had 25 or 30. Most of them in the landscaping and irrigation and garden center kind of stuff. Back then it was 916 Votech, and then it became part of Lake some no Century Votech. No, not Century Votech. Uh, what are the junior college? Century Junior College. They're within a quarter mile of each other, and they merged, and now it's part of the state college system. Yeah, agriculture, landscaping, irrigation. I taught gymnastics for 40 years. Didn't know that, did you?
Gymnastics?
Yes, I was a gymnast in high school. And after high school, I picked up a job teaching little kids. And after that, it was one high school after another.
You were a gymnast?
I
in
was
high
a
school?
gymnast. Believe it or not, this fat old man, I was pretty good. I was pretty good.
Well, to be fair, our father was a swimmer in high school. So
Yes, swimming is much easier.
yeah.
Finding good help. That's the biggest challenge. Finding people who actually don't mind working for a living and getting their hands dirty. And it's getting worse. People of your generation, there's so many options where you don't have to go out and, break a sweat. You can all stay inside and make better money, which is kind of sad because as soon as the laborers get paid what they're worth, it makes everything too expensive to do. It's a vicious circle.
Well, once everyone gets paid what they're worth.
Yes, what's a living wage?
Yeah.
Let's not even go down that road.
Oh,
Most of the people that we did that show with were volunteers at the Minnesota Zoo. And two of them were in the local theater scene. And they wanted to do something silly at the zoo. And they put together a show at the zoo. And we just kept going with it. And ended up on local, oh, what was it called? I was talking to you earlier.
So
Public access.
yeah, that's it.
Public access cable channel number 15 out of Fridley, Minnesota. And it got passed around all the other cable access stations around Minneapolis. And there we are. I run a chairlift, so basically most of my day is helping people on the chair and watching the silly, stupid things people do on the hill. And I will look at an adult standing in line and say, were we ever that dumb? And yeah, we were. We did. Absolutely. 12-year-old boy, yes, I'll drive. I'll ski over that hill and smack into a chairlift tower. Oh God! It takes 7 seconds to get from in the line onto the chair, and it amazes all of us how people cannot pay attention for 7 seconds. You know, turn off your radio, put your beer in your pocket, quit yelling at the kids, just shuffle up here and keep your mouth shut and get on the chair. It's just amazing how many adults can do my job better than me. Yep. But when you offer it to them for $7.50 an hour, they just kind of they go ahead and pass on it. But we get to ski for free.
That's worth it.
And that is worth it. That's more than worth it. And watch, it's a comedy show. It really is.
So you're always entertained on the
Oh, always entertained and wondering why didn't he die? You know? Fortunately, nobody's ever gotten really terribly hurt. Maybe 2 or 3 times a weekend they'll take somebody away in an ambulance. But that's just precautionary. That's what they tell us anyway.
keep all the other ones in line.
Oh yeah, you can hear the siren coming up the valley for minutes before they get there. And people are looking over their shoulders, wondering what's going on. This could be you if you don't pay attention. So it's fun. It's fun. People are there to have fun. And it works.
All right, I think we're good.
All right.